Hey Switchers, Kanan here, hope you're all well and welcome to my review of But before we get started, why not hit that like and subscribe button? You'll be doing me an immense favour, and also you'll be notified about all my up and coming videos and the latest reviews. And if you want even more, then hit that link down below. It'll take you to our community Discord. Come for the chat, stay for the streaming. And now let's see if we'll make it onto the Wall of Fame or the Wall of Shame, or perhaps somewhere in the middle. Gameplay. Okay, so basically has a really cool story where humanity has driven themselves into machines, but still there's greed and everything there, and in a very nicely told story at the beginning, it really helps set the pace and what's going to happen. Basically, you're kind of like a split soul where you have to destroy the hierarchy because they're keeping the majority of the energy and electricity and all that lot that powers these machines that you are now for themselves, and forcing the lower beings to do their bidding in order to drip feed them a little bit of energy here and there. At least I think that's what it was anyway. And realistically, the gameplay couldn't be any easier. Basically, you are like a line with two circles on either side, and you have to press one button, the A button, to stop the one side spinning, and then the other side will spin around that, and then you have to stop that one wherever you want in kind of like a movement type way. Just look at what I'm doing in the video, you'll get to grips with it. And as you can also see, it is insanely difficult. It starts off making sure that you know the controls, and then throwing in a few obstacles, and then gets stupidly insane. And I'm a casual player, and I really wanted to say this is for the hardcore players out there, but you know what? It's beating me down. It is frustrating. I really want to throw my Switch, but at the same time I want to carry on and see what comes up and what other obstacles there are. As you can see, the obstacles go from simple circles and lines, and basically you can't hit any line with your actual ball. But whilst you're actually flat on the ground, you can spin round them all you want and then go through them with the actual line out the other end. I'm really hoping all this makes sense. And as I said, it starts simple and then just goes insane. And that's basically the game in a nutshell. Now, I haven't got really far into this game because it's that difficult, but I do want to drive forward and I want to carry on playing it, which can only be a good thing. And I do like the fact that the obstacles are, some are moving across areas, some are being blasted towards you. There's even obstacles where it's a solid object and you have to keep swiping it with your little ball in order to get rid of it. I thought that was a nice touch and quite clever. I think it's probably a shame that maybe not a lot of people will probably buy this, apart from the really hardcore people that really want a hardcore challenge. And I also think it's priced pretty well where I would put it. Graphically, well, it doesn't really get more simpler than this, but I really feel like they serve the actual gameplay really well, and yeah, keep it simple but keep it really difficult and complicated, and that's what they've done. Audibly, it is quite simple, but that soundtrack is quite decent, and yeah, it really ramps you up and gets you geared up. And it's also quite good to listen to. The good. Insanely difficult. That music soundtrack is actually quite decent. Insanely difficult. A cool story. And a little bit of imagination's gone into the actual set pieces and obstacles. The bad. Insanely difficult. It may scare quite a few people off, or quite a few, casual players off as well. Basic sounds kind of would actually like the actual, normal sounds to have been a bit more than they actually are. It's really difficult. The score. Okay, so I have actually had a good time and I've really enjoyed. But I also think it's going to scare some people off, even though I'm a casual player of these sort of things. Yes, I find it really difficult, but in a good way. It's challenged me. I felt really good playing it and want to carry on, and that's why I'm going to give it a 3+ out of 5. And for the price, I'd recommend maybe giving it a try, because, it's not really that much price wise, and heck, even if you're like partially interested in this sort of thing, you're going to get a challenge, and I think you'll get a bit of gameplay out of it. I'll bet in a very frustrated gameplay way. And as for my alternative, I'm going to suggest a very minimalistic platformer that I played yonks ago on some other console that I can't remember, but I did enjoy myself. Actually, I think it was on my phone, but I did enjoy myself. I did enjoy my gameplay whilst playing it, and I think I came away with quite good, happy thoughts about the game. And it's also 2-player. And so, what are your thoughts? Are you going to be picking up, or are you going to be leaving it well alone? Although, are you after a challenge? Because if you are, maybe this is the right one for you. Leave it all down in the comments, because after all, that's what they're there for. And, if you like and want to keep up with our latest reviews and the like, then hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom. You'll be doing us an amount of favour as well. And if you want to go somewhere where you can join a nice community, then join our community Discord page and basically come for the chat. We're a friendly bunch there, and we do streaming there as well, and all sorts of different things, because life is better when you switch together.